guys, how you doing? Whew, it's been long time. Yeah, and I want to say that I am happy I'm back. I don't know where we left, but a lot of things have changed, and I'm here to to share how you know where I have been, what happened, and how I ended up being in the United States. Yes, as you can see, I know most of you have been asking, how did it happen? Oh, I said, you know what, I'm going to make a video of this, and I am here to give you the gist. So sit down, relax, serve yourself a drink or some popcorn, because it's going to be awesome, and I hope it's going to help someone out there, someone who has dream, who is his or a dream, or rather has been yeah, those are my neighbors. So has been willing to come around, feeling like relocating. So one, I'm from Kenya, because I know some people might be watching from another country, but yeah, I'm from Kenya. And so this is how it went all down. Like in the year 2018, I tried this thing called green card, and of course most of the first time people, they don't really get it, but I know there are that 2% or maybe 1%, I don't know, they do the first time, and then maybe they did the first time and they got it. So on 2018, I remember I was working in a cyber cafe in town that is along Mfangano Street, that is Information House, second floor. And yeah, so we were doing these applications for people, and I decided, let me, oh my god, I don't know what is trying to eat. So sorry about that. So I don't know what happened. So anyway, I did the application, and I was never selected. So it's fine. I wasn't even into it, so I let it go. So after some few years, in 2022, that is October, the normal month that it happens. So I was no longer working in the cyber again, so I went to a friend of mine who used to work in a cyber. Jemo. Jemo, kama uko hapa, big up bro. So I went to him and we did it. Actually, the funny thing is, you see those photos, they are very specific with, like, mimi na Jemo, hata sikuenda hata studio. I didn't go to the studio. We used his phone. Alinipiga picha na simu yake, and he set all the measurements 2x2, the way they call it. Then we applied. And funny enough is, I didn't put my mind there, like, I did application of my green card or something, or I really wasn't like taking it too serious about it. So I had applied for my passport then, but I was just waiting for it to come. I sikuwa in a hurry. I wasn't in a hurry to get my passport quick. So I applied for my passport, and I just waited for the right time for it to come out. So yeah. So so we did the application. After we did the application, in 2023, because you obviously, when you apply in October, you have to check the results in May. So I was just in the middle of work, then I remembered, oh my god, we are supposed to check our status. Then I forwarded GMO the confirmation number. Guys, when I forwarded that confirmation number to GMO, after 5 minutes hazikuisha, like it was within 5 minutes, and he was like, sema bahati. Karibu nimuulize, are you serious or are you joking around with me? He was like, you are so lucky. My goodness. I told him, you know what, please forward it to me, please. And shock of the shock that I got, like I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness. So it was just like a letter, like with my name, like it was a formal letter from the embassy. And I was like, my goodness, Marilyn, you have been selected. So I posted it on our WhatsApp group, our family WhatsApp group. We do have our family WhatsApp group. And the first thing my dad asked me was, is it true or is it scam? It's a scam. I was like, no, it's not a scam. I applied for the green card and I just got selected. So everybody was happy for me. So, you know, after you have been selected, that's not the end of it. You have to do a lot. So there was this another friend of mine. We used to work with in the cyber. Her name is Rispa. Oh my goodness, Rispa. I don't know how much I can repay her, but she really did an incredible work. Like, if I didn't know her, I don't know who would have helped me to do all this. She really does a good job, like when it comes to online stuff. And I am so lucky that I knew her before, and we are still friends till today. Thank God. Like, it's good to keep friendship, guys, because you never know when you are going to meet that person, and you never know what that person is gonna help you in the future. So I contacted Whisper. I told her, you know what, my dear, I've been selected for green card. So she was so happy. So she told me, you know, we are going to make arrangements. We are going to meet because you need to fill the DMV, not DMV, sorry guys. Sorry, I've been in the DMV and I just got my license, so that's why. So anyway, so we had to fill the DV lottery. So we met in a hotel in town around Moy Avenue, and she came with a laptop and we did the whole work. So what you are supposed to fill there ni unajaza majina zako, like everything to do with you, school, parents, your status, single or married, those things. Anyway, with a green card, you already said you are single, so you go with whatever you did. So we filled everything, and the next step was, I think after the DV lottery, we went to the next step, which was medical appointment. When you book the medical appointment, I got the medical appointment for April. That was last year. We are talking about last year. So it was on April 4th, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So they booked me for an appointment, medical appointment, that you go to IOM. you can only go to IOM. You can't go to any other hospital because that's what the US people want. So you can't just use any hospital because humans are humans. So yeah, so it was the day of, I was still working then, so it was the day of the appointment. So I went. So on my current job then, like, nobody knew. So what I was doing, kuomba tu ruhusa kidogo, unakimbia unapitia. So I went for my medical. So the day of medical was, oh my God, I met a lot of people. Not really a lot, but not everyone was coming to the US. Other people were going to Canada. Other people were going to Australia. So a lot of them. So what I did, you go there. There is a queue, of course. You have to follow numbers. You have to pick numbers. Then you have to pay amount depending on your case number and depending where you are going. So I remember I paid at around was it 40,000? Yeah, 40, yeah, something like that. So I went. What for the medical? They only check for your, what do you call it, TB. So you go for X-ray for the chest. One, you start with the blood, then next you go to the X-ray, then after X-ray you go and meet the doctor. So when you meet the doctor is when now you get the results. Like, it's when if it's when they go and, sorry about that, somebody is leaving. So yeah, so what you have to do is, when you go see the doctor, then it sends your results to the embassy, that if they are okay. If they are not okay, you will maybe go for another checkup again and come back. So for me, my X-ray had a problem. Like, I had an history of TB before, so my chest had a problem. Not really a problem, but they could see some stuff. So the doctor asked me if I've ever had a TB, and I said yes. And she asked me when was that. That was early in 2018. And she said, okay, unfortunately I can't forward your medical report, but you have to come for what do we call them, you have to come for a 3-day sputum collection, so that they can recheck and make sure everything is okay, because I had no signs of TB. So they said we just need to clarify that you're okay, and there's nothing to worry about. So yeah, I scheduled for the, you have to pay for it anyway, so I paid another 15,000 for the sputum. And then for 3 days. So early morning, before I eat anything, I used to pass at IOM in Gigiri and give my spot and go. So it was going to take a month before the medical report was sent to the embassy, but the doctor said you must go for your interview. So my interview was in the same April on 14th. Yes, it was following each other. So she said I must go, I should not miss my interview. So on the 14th I woke up very early in the morning, and my brother-in-law took me there. He dropped me off, and people were at the gate already. Of course, in such cases, even if you wake up early, you're gonna find people. So yeah, I was among the first people. So we went. A lot happens in the embassy because of security and such. So after we did all the security check, we went and waited. They could call your name, go to a counter, and then they will ask you a lot questions, not very hard question, especially for the green card. It's just a simple thing. Because one thing I didn't mention earlier is because when you are doing the DV lottery, when you are filling it up, there's a place you're gonna fill for your host, because you need to have a host. Utakuja kwa streets, so you need someone who is to host you, and they're gonna also present their bank statements, and so that the embassy can see that this person can actually stay with you and can for the time being before you get a job, because you can't be loitering around in the streets, because it doesn't happen here. So yeah, you must have a host. That's one question people ask. And when you win a green card, it doesn't mean it's paid for everything. You do it yourself, including the medical, the interview you have to pay, including the ticket you have to pay for yourself, and where you are coming to stay, you have to look it for yourself. So it's not a walk in the park, but it's not that bad either, because I managed it. I managed, so you too can. So after that, I waited for a month, and okay, so where are we at the interview? So I did my questions, and I answered all my questions, and the lady said, okay, something is pending, which is your medical report. Are you aware of that? I said yes. Do you know the reason? I said yes. And they said okay. So I gave out all my documents, including my passport, and they actually kept my passport with them. So that was one of the signs that I'm going to get a visa to the US. So I left it to them, to the hospital, to forward the medical report. I didn't have anyone to follow up on the hospital, because it doesn't happen like that. It is true and fair in everything that hospital does. So you leave it to them, and when they are ready, they're gonna forward them, because they had also asked me about whether I took my drugs for the 6 months. I said yes. They said if you can have a copy of the booklet that you used to go and pick drugs, then it could help. And I did so. I really went to, because the x-ray I did back then, it was in Mama Lucy, and somebody helped me out, and we got the check. Let me just call it it's kind of register that you did take drugs. So so I left it to them, and they handled it. So I was just in my errands, at work, and I got a message from so I got a message from DHL, because whenever you are doing, after you do your interview, when you are doing your interview appointment, there's a place where you select where you're gonna pick up your passport and visa, which DHL. So I had selected DHL at Westland Service Center, because it was near my job place. And yeah, so I got a message, and they said my parcel was there, and it was time. So yeah, I went, and I remember I took a break at lunch hour, and I was there at about 3 o'clock. And do you know what they told me? According to US pickup protocols, is that or rather regulations, is that you can't pick after 3. So they said I should go back and come earlier the day after. So the day after, I was there at around 10 because I didn't want to miss this. So I went with my ID and I got a package. The package you get is one, your passport is in there, of course, with a visa inside, and then there's a one envelope which is written in capital letters and in black. It says do not open. You're not supposed to open that bahasha, or rather the envelope, because it has everything there, the medical report and everything. So you're not supposed to open it. It's supposed to be opened at the port of entry. So yeah, so after I got it, I knew now it was time to prepare, get my ticket ready and fly on my first flight ever. And my first flight, I thank God, it was not a short one, it was a long one, a 15-hour a 15-hour flight from Nairobi NBO JKIA to JFK in New York. So a time came, paid for my ticket. We paid for my ticket as a family. You have to see how you get the money, and I paid I came with KQ because KQ has a direct flight to New York. That was at around almost 200,000, like 150 something, 157, yeah, according to the rates on that time. That was in September. So in September 20 is when I started my journey from Nairobi to New York. It was a 15-hour flight. My goodness, my first time ever. I was tired, I won't lie. And I didn't feel so good because my body wasn't used to a flight anyway, and I could feel, sometimes I could feel nausea, sometimes I could feel, I don't know, I was just, I was so excited. And at the same time, I was like, I'm gonna miss my family. I won't lie, I cried. And, when my family was taking me to airport, and, it was, I felt like I was dreaming, and my goodness, yeah, I had to come. So the services at the KQ, they were good, food was good. So I was just sitting in the middle of, it was economy class, so yeah, I was seated in the middle of a lady. Until today, we still speak with the lady because she even gave me contacts. She was going to New York, and there was another guy at this side, but we didn't interact much. The lady, she was from, was it Rwanda or Burundi? Yeah. So, okay, we speak once in a while. Like right now, it's been a long time since we said hi. So, yeah, she really, we could say some stories, and yeah. And when we got to, when we landed in New York, so we went to, pick our luggage, and after that we went to the board of immigration, where they're gonna check, and that's where now I gave out the bahasha, which was written do not open. So the guy took it, opened it, and he said, welcome to America. So the lady that I was seated with, she was right there waiting for me. She actually waited for me. We went, got my suitcase. I had only one suitcase because I didn't want pressure. Anyway, I was coming to the US, so what am I carrying from Nairobi? I only had my I only had some unga majani because, you know, one thing I didn't say is that my host, she is my relative, my auntie, and I thank her so much because I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't for her. She really, you know. So when from New York, I had to connect to RDU, that is Raleigh Durham Airport. So I took another flight, 1 hour and 45 minutes flight to North Carolina State. So from there, I called her on WhatsApp, and she said a young guy was coming to pick me up, a son to a friend. So he came, we met. I came home where I'm seated right now. So my aunt, she has been a blessing to me. I owe her a lot. I don't know what to say, but God bless her. God be with her. God give her more life to live, because she was so welcoming. She agreed to be my host, and I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that she was here, and she showed me everything that goes on. She showed, which I'm gonna talk about it on my next video. But I'll say one thing, you guys, if you get an opportunity, apply for the green card, even if it means to be every year, because you can be lucky and you can get it. Whenever you get it, I'm telling you, you are a legal permanent resident. So it is so smooth when you can work and do a job without anyone, you know, they treat you like they treat their own. So I encourage you people to actually do the application and never give up, because I'm here. Sometimes I usually wake up and I'm like, is it me in the US? Oh my god. And you know, when you go to my Facebook page, on the place on my profile, like where I work, go and read that. I don't know how it happened, but sometimes I usually go on that profile and I'm like, it was because I created the Facebook page when I was in high school, and I wrote where I worked. It was US Embassy. And look at me now, God answered my prayers. I'm not just working in embassy, because I'm not working there, but I am in the US. Oh my God. You know, every time I wake up and I thank God for this opportunity, because US is good, US is nice, US there is money. So guys, keep on applying for that green card, because I know one day, one time, you're gonna be here just like I am. So, and whenever you get the opportunity, please encourage others to do so, because it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It is a very good thing. Yeah, so guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for those who are new here. For those who have been here, thank you guys for holding up on me. I am going to make more videos, because there's a lot to say, there's a lot to show you. And you know, if you have any question or any video you want me to do for you, or anything you want me to do for you, please comment down below and I'm going to do it. Thank you guys, I love you all. I have to run to church because I am near a church just next to me, and you know, even if I am working tonight, like, I have to make sure every Sunday I go to church. So do as well too. Without God, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much, guys. Have fun and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye.